Hi there, and welcome back to Paws and Pawsitivity. I'm Jamie Watkinson-Harvey, your certified dog trainer and host of this podcast. And whether you're relaxing at home or out for a walk with your pup, I'm so glad that you're here. Because today, we're chatting about something that's a bit of a mystery for a lot of dog owners, and a little bit hilarious too. And that's, why does my dog stare at me? You know the look that I'm talking about. That deep, unblinking gaze that somehow manages to be both heart-melting and mildly unnerving. Maybe your dog stares at you while you eat. Maybe it's when you're getting dressed in the morning. Or perhaps they just sit across the room in a total silence, watching your every move like they're plotting something. Now, don't worry, they're not. Now, some people might say it's a dominance thing, your dog trying to show you who's boss. But let me stop you right there. That idea comes from a long debunked theories about pack behavior and wolves. And it's not only outdated, it's harmful. Dogs don't stare to dominate. They stare to connect. In fact, when your dog locks eyes with you, there's usually something a lot more positive going on. One of the most common reasons is simple anticipation. Maybe they've learned that when you walk into the kitchen, snacks sometimes appear. Or that when you reach for your shoes, an exciting walk might be on the cards. Their eyes are basically saying, are we about to do the thing? And then there's good old-fashioned curiosity. Dogs are brilliant observers. They spend a huge amount of time watching us, how we move, how we speak, even how we breathe. If your dog stares at you when you're chatting away on the phone or reading a book, chances are they're just trying to figure you out. It's their version of people watching. But here's my favorite reason: emotional bonding. Soft, gentle eye contact between a dog and their human can actually trigger the release of oxytocin, the same hormone that helps new mums bond with their babies. So when your dog looks up at you with those big eyes and relaxed ears, they might just be saying, I love you. And isn't that lovely? Now, let's be honest. Sometimes the staring feels a bit eerie, like when you're watching telly and suddenly you feel those eyes burning into the side of your head. Or you wake up in the middle of the night and they're sitting beside the bed, silently watching you sleep. Spooky? Maybe. But there's usually a logical explanation. Often it's just uncertainty. If your routine's changed or they're not sure what's going on, especially around meal times or bedtime, they might just be looking to you for answers. And in some cases, especially if the staring is new or seems intense, it could be a sign that they're not feeling great. Dogs in pain or discomfort will often turn to their humans for help, and that can include staring. So if something feels off, always trust your gut and check in with your vet. Another place staring shows up a lot is during training. If you're working on a new behavior and your dog suddenly stops and just looks at you, don't panic. They're probably not being stubborn. They're just confused. The look might mean, I don't get it. What do you want me to do? And that's your cue to slow down, break the task into smaller steps, or go back to something that they already know. Eye contact can also tell us when a dog is uncomfortable. If your dog's staring with a stiff body, frozen posture, and tense facial muscles, that's not the same as a soft, relaxed gaze. That kind of look is a warning sign, and it's really important to respect it. A dog that's feeling overwhelmed or threatened might give a hard stare before they growl, snap, or move away. Learning to spot the difference is key. And here's where that idea of consent really comes into play. Just because a dog is looking at us doesn't mean that they're asking us for cuddles or interaction. It could just be observation or a polite way of asking for space. So instead of always responding with affection or eye contact back, try softening your gaze. Turn your body slightly to the side and give them some room to make the next move. And I love this kind of interaction because it reminds us that our dogs aren't just reacting to us, they're communicating with us all the time. When we take the time to notice their body language, we start to build a relationship that's based on trust rather than assumptions or control. And before I do forget, I do have a fun fact for you. Domestic dogs are actually the only non-primate species known to seek out eye contact with humans voluntarily. Wolves don't do it, foxes don't do it, but your average Labrador will look right into your soul if it thinks you're holding a biscuit. That ability to connect with us through gaze is something that's evolved over thousands of years of living alongside humans. It's not dominance, it's development, it's partnership. So if your dog's staring at you, take a moment to notice the whole picture. Are the ears soft? Is the tail relaxed? Are they asking you for something or just checking in? And if you're feeling brave, try give them a slow blink back. It's a great way to say, I see you too. And that's our little deep dive into the soulful stare. Hopefully, it's helped clear up some of the myths and given you a new appreciation for one of the quietest but most powerful ways that your dog communicates with you. And that's it for today's episode of Paws and Pawsitivity. And I hope that you're walking away with a fresh perspective on your dog's eye contact and a few new ways to respond to it with kindness and understanding. And thank you so much for joining me today. If this episode was helpful, I would love it if you can give the podcast a positive rating, share it with a friend, and subscribe so that you don't miss future episodes. It's your support that helps us reach more dog lovers and helps the Pawsive message going. Until next time, take care and give your pup a big hug from me. Woofity woof.